Hey gang, welcome back to the Great North Garage. We're getting close to getting the Ferrari 308 on the ground and running. We need to get the rest of the left side suspension and brakes done. We're gonna get all that on today, hopefully, and the sway bar bushings and all that stuff. Then we're gonna get the car on the ground and we're gonna try to get the fuel system, overflow tank, all the air ducts, air cleaner, and the rest of the ignition system. A few more parts on the top of the engine. And we're getting close to be able to start this thing, or try to start it. I'm sure I've missed a couple of things along the way. Hopefully it'll run without any problems, but we're gonna find out shortly. Kind of a marathon session over the next couple of days to see if we can get this thing going. This should be fun. Here we go. I'm going to take the weight off the car, or on the suspension I mean. We're going to go to 50 foot-pounds. Okay, so just like the other side, we've got the uppers, lowers, and the backs, all the bushings, new bushings, all torqued to 50 foot-pounds. The shock bolts in behind here and the top, torqued to 40. We had the tension on the suspension when we did it. Okay, so before we drop the car down, we're going to put the air intakes. These intakes on the side, they are actually functional, and this on the driver's side directs air into the oil cooler, and on the other side it directs it into the air cooler, or the air intake for the engine. So this guy goes like that, but we did have a worn out part. We had one of these. There's one here and there's one here, and this one is no good, so we're going to remove that. And oh, what are the odds that's a 10 mil? Pretty good, apparently. That really doesn't want to come off back there. Oh, that's tough. I'll try with this one too, maybe. Yeah, it's better. It's feeling close. There we go. It's not hanging in midair anymore. I guess we go that way first. Aha. So we had to wedge this in there pretty good, but got it all buttoned up in there. We've got the actual sort of rubber suspension parts, keep the oil cooler from vibrating too much. Those really were rotten out, so I think we got one more on the up here on the firewall or the back there to replace too. But one more step closer. So we're on the passenger side now, and we've got, this is the air intake. This guy goes in there and brings air into where the air filter is, and it just bolts up in here. We just got to avoid these lines, and then we'll be done on this side. Oh, we also got the second cam belt cover on. Got it cleaned up a little bit. I might have pointed this out before. There's welds on here, so there's a story to this car that we don't know about. So that's it, simple as that. Just one little bolt up there. You can see it or not very well lit in there, but that's all it is to it. I'm going to wait to put the actual whole wheel well assembly in here. It's a big plastic or fiberglass piece that goes in here. Okay, so it's sway bar time. I got a little blast of black paint on the clamps for the blocks and a little blast of black paint on the sway bar itself just to clean it up a little bit. And we just got to bolt these guys in place with new rubber pads or washers or whatever you call them. We got new blocks here, so we'll get all this in place, and then we can get the car down on the ground and start working on the engine bay. Get that on there first, and then hang it in place. Sure, we'll try that. Well, that one's a little tougher to put on than the other one. Oh, there we go. Now we're just going to hang that, I guess. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I guess I'm forgetting something. Pull those off again. It's a great thing about this channel. You get to watch everything being done twice. Guess I gotta put these on first, don't I? Oh no, they're split. They're split. I don't have to do that. See? You get to do everything 3 times on this channel. They just slide right over like that. Okay, so nothing to it. There we go. Now I'm assuming that this car needs to be down on the suspension, or the suspension needs to be loaded to tighten these up. I would assume. I'll have to look that one up too, because I don't know the actual answer to that. So I'll get that in place. Yeah, so that just kind of goes in there, I guess. Pretty straightforward. We're gonna get so much practice with this. We're gonna be so good at these by the end, because I forgot to put these washers on here. So let's do that. No, that can't be right. Oh, there you go. There's two different size holes in these. We don't want too many parts left over when we're done this project. I have the wrong nut on there. What? Am I missing? Oh, that's better. That's the one we're looking for. All right. One more. Ouch. Okay. Start the nut on there to keep that from falling off. How hard is this to get on there? Oh, there we go. Oh, that's not hard at all. I'll just snug those up for now because these might actually have to have some load on it, and maybe this one too. So I'll wait. I'll just snug them up a little bit, lower the car, and then I'll snug them up to spec. I'll have to find out what it is because I have no idea what the actual torque spec is on those, but I'm sure I can find it online somewhere. Okay, so before we get the car back on the ground, just a quick recap of what we've done. On the rear suspension parts, we've got the new coilovers and shocks, we've got the new bushings, inner and outer, new sway bar bushings, and new brakes and rotors. Cleaned up everything a little better. We got a lot more grease and dirt off the engine. Starting to look shinier down below. We still have a lot of work to do way underneath, but wait till we get the car outside and it warms up, we'll do all that stuff. So it's coming along pretty good. And oh yeah, we got the axles, the ripped axle boots rebuilt and re-greased. So we've come a long way.